students of second year physics. My today's topic is electric potential. What do we mean by the term electric potential? First, we must know about potential. Potential is an ability of any body to do work. When we call it electric potential, it means that the ability of an electric charge to do work in electric field. This term is represented by electric potential. Now we shall move towards the details of electric potential. Here, now let us consider a positive charge Q naught which is allowed to move in electric field produced between two oppositely charged parallel plates as shown in this figure. A and B. These are two oppositely charged parallel plates. B is given positive charge whereas A is given negative charge. The electric field lines because of the difference, because these are different plates, so the electric field lines will originate from B and end on A. Like here originates from B and end on A. Look at the direction of the arrowhead. These the direction of these electric lines of forces. These are from B to A. Whenever there is opposite charges between the two parallel plates, there exists an electric field between them. So this can be proven by the presence of the electric lines of forces, and also if you place another charge in that field, it will experience a force. This detects the or this tells us about the presence of the electric field in that region. The positive charge will move from plate B to A and will gain kinetic energy. If we place a test positive charge in that electric field between the two oppositely charged plates, the positive charge will itself move towards A. Its direction of movement will be from B to A. It will move towards A, and while moving towards A, it will gain kinetic energy. Now, if we reverse the condition, if we let this charge move from A to B, means that it is positive charge, and we are letting it to move it towards B, which is also positively charged. So B plate, which is also positively charged, and this charge is also positive, so B plate will repel it. So for this purpose we have to apply an electric force to keep this charge moving towards B. Here it is written, if it is to be moved from A to B, an electric force is needed to make the charge move against the electric field. We are forcing this charge to move against the electric field because the direction of the electric field is from B to A, whereas we want to move this charge from A to B, and we are going against the electric field, and this charge can only be moved if we apply an external force to move it from A to B. So as we apply an external force to this charge and it covers some distance from A to B, so it will gain kinetic energy. Let us impose a condition that as the charge is moved from A to B, it is moved keeping electrostatic equilibrium. How we can keep an electrostatic equilibrium? When the charge is moving with uniform velocity, we say that it is moving with electrostatic equilibrium. How this condition can be achieved? This condition could be achieved by applying an external force opposite to the electric force. The magnitude of the external force should be equal to the magnitude of the electric force or the electrostatic force, but its direction is opposite to that of the electrostatic force at every point along its path. Okay, now move towards this diagram and then I am reading these lines. The work done by the external force against the electric force. We say that work is done in this condition, as work is a product of force and displacement. So in this case, external force is applied on the positive charge to force it to move towards the positively charged plate, and it covers some distance. So we say that work is done on the charge and it is done against electric field. So we say that it increases the electrical potential energy of the charge that is moved. The more the charge moved toward B point, that the more this positive charge move towards the B plate, which is also positively charged, the more work will be done on the charge, and it will gain increasing potential energy. We say that the potential energy, electrical potential energy of that charge is increased if more work is done on the charge and if it is getting closer to positively charged plate B. Or in other words, I can also say that the more it is far away from plate A and towards plate B, the more the work will be done on that charge, and it will gain increasing electrical potential energy. Let WA be. The work is done from plate A to B. WAB be the work done by the force, so in carrying that charge from A to B, in carrying positive charge from A to B while keeping the charge in equilibrium. Again, I am saying that this charge will be in equilibrium if an external force is equal to the electric force, and the charge will move with uniform velocity. The change in its potential energy. Because work is done on the charge, the potential energy is also changed. Whenever there is a change in energy, work is done. So UB, delta U is equal to WAB, and potential energy, how can we represent it? At point A, potential energy is UA, and at point B, potential energy is UB. Whereas separation between the plates is D, so UB minus UA is equal to WAB, where UA and UB are defined to be the potential energies at points A and B respectively. So to describe electric field, we introduce the idea of electric potential difference. For the description of electric field here, the potential difference between the 2 points A and B in electric field is defined at the potential difference. It is the potential difference which is important, not just single potential, because we measure the potential or potential energy relative to some reference level. So the potential difference between the 2 points A and B in electric field is defined as work done in carrying a unit positive charge from A to B while keeping the charge in equilibrium. Again, I am repeating it. The potential difference between the 2 points A and B in electric field is defined as the work done in carrying a unit positive charge. In carrying this unit positive charge from A to B while keeping the charge in equilibrium, the amount of the work which is done in carrying this charge from A to B is equal to the difference in potential energy, or the amount of the potential difference between the 2 points A and B is equal to the amount of the work done by keeping the charge in equilibrium. So we can define it as delta V. Delta V is the difference, electrical potential difference, which is VB minus VA, where VB is potential at point B and VA is the potential at point A. This is equal to WAB over Q naught. Work done per unit charge. This is equal to work done per unit charge, and work done is equal to change difference in electrical potential energy or change in electrical potential energy. This is equal to delta U over Q naught. So electrical potential energy difference and the electrical potential between the points A and B are related as how these two terms, electrical difference in electrical potential energy and electrical potential difference, how they are related to each other. They are related to each other by this Q naught. So delta U is equal to Q naught, delta V is equal to WAB. Thus the potential difference between the 2 points can be defined as the difference of the potential energy per unit charge. So here the difference of the potential energy per unit charge in this equation. The potential difference between the 2 points is equal to the difference in potential energies per unit charge. Now coming towards the unit of potential difference, we know that the potential energy, the unit of potential energy is joule, which is the unit of work done. So and coulomb is the unit of charge. So the unit of potential energy is joule, shows that the unit of potential difference is joule per coulomb. The unit of potential difference joule per coulomb, whereas the unit of potential difference is given as volt. That is How the unit 1 volt, which is equal to 1 joule per coulomb, can be described in words. A potential difference of 1 volt exists between the 2 points if the work done in moving a unit positive charge of 1 coulomb from one point to another point, if the work done in unit positive charge from one point to another point and keeping the charge in equilibrium, then this work done is 1 joule and this work is done on a charge of 1 coulomb. So in this case, whenever a work is done, whenever work of 1 joule done on a charge of 1 coulomb, then we say that the potential difference of 1 volt exists between 2 points. So in order to give a concept of electric potential in a point in an electric field, so we must have a reference to which we assign zero electric potential. For the description of potential, the difference in potential is very important. We must first of all choose some reference level to which we assign zero value. This point is usually taken at infinity. At infinity, we take potential zero. So we must choose that reference level for which potential is zero, and usually infinity is taken because potential at infinity is zero. And thus in equation 12.23, if we take A to B at infinity, uh, consider this diagram. If we consider this A plate, the potential of this A plate is at infinity, that is at 0. And B is having some potential because it is at some distance from this plate A. We are measuring the difference in potential relative to this. We are measuring the potential of point B with respect to A, to which we assign the zero value. To give an example to this, just recall first year physics concept in which you have studied about potential energy and potential difference, etc. The surface or the ground level of you take the potential 0 to measure some height of the object. So to measure the height of any object, we take it start from the ground level so that we can exactly measure the height of something. If we do not choose any reference level to which we assign potential 0, we are not able to measure the potential of that object. And in measuring the height of something like the fan which is hanging from your ceiling, if one is asking from how much height of this fan, you will immediately consider it by your ground level or by your floor, by taking the floor at zero potential and then measuring the height of the fan which is hanging from the ceiling. Likewise, in that case also, A is taken to be at zero potential and B is at some distance from A, which is having, and B is having some value of potential, and we measure the potential difference at that point. So thus in equation 12.23, if we take A to be at infinity and choose VA is equal to 0, the potential at plate A is equal to 0, then the potential at B will be VB is equal to WAB over Q0, because we measure the work done in carrying that charge from A to B, and we have put A VA equal to 0. So when it is at 0, when that plate is at infinity, this sign is for infinity, W infinity B divided by Q naught, or dropping that subscript. If we ignore that subscript, so V is equal to W over Q naught. Again, this statement for this, which states that the electric potential at any point in electric field is equal to work done in bringing a unit positive charge from infinity to that point, keeping it in equilibrium. Again, this definition is for this, the work done, which is the work is done on a charge for bringing that object from infinity to some point at which potential is present by keeping it in equilibrium. It is to be noted that the potential at a point is still the potential difference between the potential at that point and potential infinity. At point B, we measure the potential. Actually, this is the potential difference between the 2 points, like the potential at infinity and potential at that point, which is considered B. Both potential and potential differences are scalar quantities. Why these are scalar quantities? Because for this difference is important. Difference between them is important. And further, very important factor, because 1 volt is equal to 1 joule per coulomb. Work is also a scalar quantity and charge is also in its description and can also come as a short question that why potential and potential differences are scalar quantities, because they contain both work and charge in their formulas, and both work and charge are scalar quantities, so potential and potential differences are scalar quantities. And for the description of potential differences, only the difference in potential is important. This is all from today's